Ah! You tossed the controller away on the couch and groaned. Crap! I hate this level. Shouting to no one in particular somehow made the defeat a little more bearable. You looked over at the phone on the counter. For a moment, you thought, then Godwin made the call. Cowabunga Carl party service. Cowabunga, dude. Laughing a little, he said, Hey, Leo, it's me. Is Mikey there? Your little friend Leo laughed. Sarita wasn't a customer. Oh, hey. Yeah, just give me a sec. I'll get him. Muffled, you heard the phone ring being held left to right for a little while as Leo called, Mikey! Phone call! From somewhere else, the younger ninja answered, Who is it? You imagine Leo rolling his eyes. Santa, who do you think it is? There was a sound of something hitting the ground, Raph shouting, and finally Mikey answered the phone. Santa? Laughing, you answered, Hello, Michelangelo. Been a good boy this year? Mikey chuckled. Hey, what's up? With a sigh, you stare at the big bloody game over on your screen, and then explained. I need a little help. Is Mega Zombie Killer kicking your butt? He asked bluntly, a smile on his voice. Grumbling, you replied, Yes. Mikey chuckles. I'll come over. I'll see you in a bit. You nod. See you soon. Hang up, you look around your apartment, and then decide to pick up the empty pizza boxes and toss them in the garbage, cleaning up a little bit of the mega mess you made while playing the newest edition of Mega Zombie Slayer. Just as you were satisfied with your cleaning, you heard a tap on your window and turned to see a large orange-masked turtle looking through the glass. With a smile, you walked over and let him in. He was dressed a little warmly as the weather was getting colder. On his side, he sighed. Ah, heat. Chuckling, you shut the window and turned around. Hey, Mikey. Michelangelo smiled. Hey, you ready to play? Rolling your eyes, you groaned. No, this game is driving me nuts. He laughed. Well, let me help you out. He hops over the back of the couch and takes this orange scarf off and his jacket and tosses him over the chair. Smiling, you walked around the couch and sat by him. Pick a controller and give him a second one. We'll play co-op. Mikey nods. Let's do this. After about 4 levels, you laugh as your eyes drum roll played and displayed the score of the 4th level you've passed with Mikey's help. Dude, you're like a zombie killing machine. He bows, chuckling. Thank you. You shove him jokingly and set the controller down. Want to take a break? Tilting your head, you ask, to do what? He shrugs. I don't know. Just maybe thought we'd chill or something. It's been a while. Smiling, leaning against his arm. It really has, huh? Mike could answer for a moment, but then he asks, So, what have you been up to? Besides gaming. With a sigh, you lay on the couch, resting your head in your friend's lap, and look up at him. Oh, you know, working, training every now and then, just trying to get by. Michelangelo leaned against the armrest and the couch and looked down at you. Sounds fun. Rolling your eyes, you say, I miss living with you guys. He frowns. So why'd you leave? Still laying in his lap, you look down at your hands. Well, I thought I wanted a normal life. Mikey pries. But... You sigh. It's not what I thought. You could always... He stops. Always. Michelangelo? What? He sighs quietly. Come back. Your heart skipped a beat and you stared as he looked down at you sadly. Miss me that much? He cleared his throat and looked away. We all miss you. Sitting up, tilting your head. But it's different from you. Am I right? It took him a moment before he finally answered. Yeah. You kneel on the couch looking at Michelangelo curiously. You had both grown up knowing Turtle, and even lived with him and his brothers for a while. However, Mikey was the one that you found cold and alone. You two were close. Mikey, I missed you too. More than even your brothers, you admitted. He looked hopeful. But I can't just quit everything right now. Michelangelo frowned and looked away. Right. I didn't think you... Unless you decided to stop him, your heart picking up speed. You turned. What? Blushing, you looked down at your hands. Well, I think I have just one condition. Mikey turns and asks you a little louder. What is it? I'll do anything. Gasping a little, you sat back and you swallowed nervously and then chuckled out. Never mind. I just can't. He groans. No, come on, tell me. You look back at Michelangelo. You remembered every moment with him. Every laugh. Every smile. Just as well as you remembered the tears when you left. I don't want to go back, you say softly, making his face fall. Until you add. Unless you... You can't make yourself say it. Unless I what? He begs. Mikey started to say your name when you lean in and kiss him. He grabs your shoulders and sort of pushes you back a little, startled. You blush, horribly embarrassed. sorry. He looks at you for a little while and then asks, was that what you... Nodding, you get up and turn away from him, cross your arms over your chest and feeling humiliated. Yeah. You hear him move behind you. You're sure he's going to leave. Tears start to form in your eyes, and you jump when you feel his hand on your shoulder. When you turn around, you see him smile softly at you, and then pull you in for a close hug. With your arms wrapped around his neck, you hide your face by tucking your head behind his chin. Hey, look at me, you said quietly. He rarely spoke so quiet, so gentle with anyone else. You looked up at him. I didn't mean to. Mikey smiles and leans in, feeling his lips brush against yours. You lean in to kiss him again. This time, he wraps his arms around your waist, and you break off the kiss only when absolutely necessary. So you aren't mad? You ask, feeling a little confused. He shakes his head. Of course I'm not mad. Mikey winks and jokes. Unless you mean mad about you. You feel something between a sigh of relief and a laugh as you hug him again. Mikey asks, so, are you coming back now? Grinning, you answered. I am. So, your one condition, he questioned. It was you say warmly. Michelangelo hugged you close, and you sighed happily. He murmurs, guess I should have known to ask you sooner. You giggle and you kiss his neck. Guess you could have. He moves back just enough to look at your face and says happily, it's gonna be glad to have you home. It'll be good to be home, Mikey. Hey, yeah? You blush a little. I love you. He smiles and kisses you again. I love you too. Now come on, let's get yourself together. With that, the two of you began packing up so you could disappear.